everyone, I'm Madeleine Green, and this is Between the Barrels. Like I said in my intro video, I took a break, but now I am back and enjoying talking to barrel racers all over the country. As a barrel racer myself, I know you can never learn too much about barrel racing, and that is my favorite thing about Between the Barrels. This week on the show, I had Ivy Conrado. She is so full of energy and life and love for the sport of barrel racing. So without further ado, Ivy Conrado. Hey Ivy, how are you?
Very good. How are you?
I'm good as well. I'm so happy to have you on Between the Barrels. Where are you right now?
I'm actually driving to Stephenville from Decatur right now.
Oh, I hear you. So you've been busy. Kind of take us through what the past month has looked like for you.
Just after the finals and stuff, you try to take it easy and kind of take a break and stuff just so that your horses can rest, but it doesn't really work like that. Right after the finals, we came straight home, and I kind of just ponied J-Lo for a while, and then I had that WCRA deal up there in Chicago, and so we went up there, and then we tried to take a little break again, but it doesn't always work out like that. And then went to San Angelo and Denver, and then I ran at Fort Worth probably 2 nights ago. So just been trying to take it easy.
Yeah. So how was the thing in Chicago? Was it cold?
Well, I thought it was freezing up there. Like, I was freezing, and everybody's like, this is a good day. It could be worse. I'm like, I understand it could be worse, but I don't care. It's like really cold.
Right. I know it's really cold there right now too.
Yeah, I'm really glad I'm not there right now.
So obviously January is everyone's kind of resolution month. Did you set any New Year's resolutions?
Gosh, I guess like usually I do, but when you get back from the finals, you're just like, gosh, I just want to take a nap. Like, I just want to sleep for like weeks. And,
right.
You know, you're just tired. So I kind of need to get back on my goal setting kind of mindset, but it's really hard when you come back after that, just because I'm not gonna say you're burned out, but you're just tired.
Yeah.
Your horse gets tired. J-Lo never gets tired. She's an Energizer bunny, so she's ready to go, but I'm like, I need a nap.
Yeah, I can only imagine. So you did have a good NFR. Kind of talk about that experience a little bit and how it differed from the other times that you made it.
This year, it was pretty good. It wasn't the year before. It was definitely my best. Obviously, I mean, J-Lo went second in the average, and we placed in 8 out of 10 rounds. I just made like a couple little tiny mistakes this year, and it was just so tough and so tight that, gosh, I think this was the toughest barrel race I've really ever seen at the NFR this year. Everybody was so close in their times, and everybody's horses were working, and it was really spread out as far as who placed in the rounds and won rounds and stuff. And the ground was a lot deeper this year. I really dug the ground up, and when you got to the end, you know, some people were like, oh, my horse is better when it's deep, but man, it really affected who could win rounds or not. Of course, you know, you have Sister's just amazing, so I don't think it matters where she runs on the ground or anything like that. And then, like, you know, my first year I struggled. I had a terrible finals. It just felt like I couldn't win, I couldn't place, I couldn't ride or anything. So but it's good to like have a good one back to back, because it just kind of, I guess it's like more of like comforting, like, gosh, I do belong here, because that first year I was like, I have completely embarrassed myself.
Yeah, of course. And what are some things that you kind of learned since that first year?
Oh, you know, I really backed off on all the signings and all that stuff. The first year I was just exhausted. All the signings and sponsors are great and all of that stuff, and I so appreciate all of my sponsors, but at the same time, you know, I don't have a pit crew necessarily and a huge budget to pay somebody, you know, $5,000 to take care of my horse for 2 weeks, and it's just, my horses come first, and I have a better relationship with my sponsors now, just because I've been with them longer and all that stuff, so I can kind of explain to them that, you know, I need to take care of my horse, so I can do 2 signings max. Whereas the year before the first year I went, I had interviews and TV deals every single day. It was just like, I didn't even feel like I was there for a rodeo.
Right.
And so these past 2 years, I've really backed way off on that and just kind of had more fun, you know, did fun stuff, ate good food, and the first year you're just all over the place and you're stressed out. And
yeah. And it's always exciting to see you lined up back there getting ready to run down the alleyway, but kind of talk about what it feels like. I feel like I would be so nervous that my horse would run over everybody.
Oh gosh, that alleyway, I mean, there's really nothing else they can do as far as to make the rodeo run as fast as they do, because honestly, that's the fastest, most efficient ran rodeo all year.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and there's really nothing else we can do, but it's just gosh, it just brings out the worst in horses, I think, that alleyway does. And, you know, Tibby did not handle it well. There's two things in the world that Tibby is so scared of. Like, I'm talking run off, run you over, scared of, and it's wagons and flags. And when you're in the alleyway there, they run the flags and the wagons by you. And, man, I thought Tibby and Foxy might have been, like, the worst ones that I had seen back there. I mean, of course, you know, you heard the horror stories of the horses before you that have gone in the finals, but this year I felt for Kylie, because that mare, she just was so nervous, and she still went in there and worked, but gosh, it's loud and it echoes, and those flags and the wagons and all your horses are in there, and they're all feeding off of each other's energy and your energy, and horses are running past you, and you're just like, man, this alleyway is just it's a recipe for disaster. But it's also kind of in the spirit of the NFR.
Yeah.
The horses that handle that alleyway the best are the ones that I think go back there and can compete back there. And it's, you know, and even if they still don't handle the alley, some horses can still handle it. I mean, Kylie's mare still ran the fastest time of the rodeo. She struggled back there, whereas Tibby really struggled in the alleyway there, and it really affected our runs, just because I never felt like I could get with her, because we could never get in the alleyway good. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it definitely makes it exciting to get to see everyone lined up back there.
Yeah.
So it's early in the rodeo season, but you are sitting second in the standing with almost 20,000, and I saw that you're placing at Fort Worth right now. Kind of talk about your plans and goals this rodeo season.
You know, my goals for this rodeo season, especially since like the circuit rodeos and all-American rodeos and stuff doesn't count, is just to go to the big ones and hopefully make it count there and have a low rodeo count.
Yeah.
You know, the past couple of years with the circuit finals counting, the all-American finals counting, you really didn't get your rodeo count up there just because you wanted to make those finals, which obviously it does pay well.
Yeah.
I made it a point to get my circuit count last year, my All-American count, and I ended up winning my circuit finals and the All-American finals, and I won almost 20,000. That's where all my earnings came from, is before I even went to the NFR that I had qualified for.
Right.
So it kind of gives you some cushion. I know everybody's going to Jackson, and they entered Lafayette and all those rodeos and all that stuff, and I just don't feel like I have to go to those just because I did so well prior, and it's just easier on J-Lo because I just feel bad. You know, you make all these runs and they give you everything they have every time, and I never want to be that greedy person, so it's like the only ones I'm going to, you know, this winter are the big ones, and that's it. And after we get done with that, J-Lo's going to have 3 months off until we have to go to Reno. So, I mean, that's kind of my game plan. Whereas, you know, the 2 years before, I had 2 or 3 horses. At one time, I had Famey and Tibby and J-Lo, and so I could really go to as many as I needed, and they all fit different arenas. And, you know, I drove a lot, and I just don't feel like driving that much this year unless I have to.
When you do have to travel, how do you pass the time?
Oh gosh, yeah, totally against the law, but I have a magnetic thing on the back of my phone, and I stick it on my windshield, and I like to watch, you know, my TV shows. But
that's
you drive
great.
so much. Yeah, that's only on the highway, though. You know what I mean? It's like, and at night, you know, people are going to listen to this and be like, that is so dangerous. But it's like, hey, man, you want to drive 23 hours with nothing to watch? I don't want to hear it.
No, it's terrible. I don't even travel as much as you do, and it kills me.
Yes.
So also you talked about some of your horses, but what horses are you hauling with you right now?
Well, I no longer have Tibby, and I actually sold Fanny to a really, really dear friend of mine. So really, as far as ready to go rodeo horses, all I have is J-Lo.
Okay.
I've been looking for a backup horse for quite a while, and I haven't had much luck. I actually got a roan mare that Ashley Schaefer ran last year in the Futurities.
Right.
My good friend Joe Spitz owns her, and Joe's known me since I was like 9. So I was like, hey, can I try Salty? And he's like, yeah, for sure. Just let me know how it goes. So I just got her a couple weeks ago. And again, that's kind of why I'm only going to the bigger rodeos is I don't have anything really to take to the other ones. And I entered Belton, which is a smaller Texas circuit rodeo, just to take this road mare too. And I just entered for slack, but yeah, that's all I got.
And you kind of talked about giving J-Lo good amounts of time off, but what do you do to keep yourself feeling healthy and good?
Oh gosh, I really need to work on that, honestly. I've been trying to eat a lot better just because, you know, when you drive, the food quality is terrible. And you can go and I've gone both ways where it's like I eat extra healthy, where it's almost like you're starving yourself because really, when you go into the gas station, there's nothing to eat.
Right.
So, and then I've also gone, you know, Billy Jack, my boyfriend, he is a McDonald's, Taco Bell, eating son of a gun. I mean, he wants to eat at those places, and my family is like, you know, really about eating healthy.
Yeah.
I've never quite experienced that to that level, and I got a little taste of it, and I was like, golly, no wonder people eat here.
Yeah, I know. That is so funny. I love that. What advice would you give to those who are hoping to maybe rodeo at the caliber that you are? You know, what does it take?
These days, you gotta have the best horse.
Yeah.
I mean, the best. And you don't even necessarily have to go buy the best. You don't even know where they're at. You know what I mean? Like Tracy Allen. I mean, her horse was, I don't know, I think she bought her off of Facebook or something like that.
Crazy.
You know, and then you have other people that buy them for $275,000. I mean, whatever have you. I mean, J-Lo was, thank God for Kenny and Dale for just kind of giving her to me and letting me rodeo on her. You just never know where they're going to come from. And we raised Tibby. She was born on our place, and who knew? You know what I mean? So also, not to have the mindset that you have to be absolutely loaded to rodeo, because I started with nothing. I mean, I borrowed fuel money from my sister to drive to my first NFR. So, you know, and I didn't have a trailer truck or trailer for the first 2 years. I borrowed my dad's periodically, and then I'd jump rigs with my friends. And,
right.
I mean, you don't have to be loaded. If you really believe in something and you put everything you have into it, usually, I'm not going to say, you know, you're like, it will happen. I mean, sometimes I guess it might not, but usually it'll come around and luck will turn in your side. And really, with rodeo, you do have to be lucky. I mean, as far as the drawing and the entering and all that. And another thing is just learning how to enter and talking to people about rodeos, because I feel like a lot of these younger girls that come in and they want to start rodeoing, they enter every single rodeo that the books are open at.
Yeah.
And they go to all these smaller Texas circuit rodeos to go to an absolute knife fight for $1,000, and that's just not. Yeah. That's just not my deal. But some people like it. I don't.
I gotcha. And you've been riding forever. Your family rides, but who are some people that you kind of look to for advice when maybe something isn't going right with your horse?
Well, you know, I rode with my dad forever, and I rode Tibby, and so forever it was just my dad. But, you know, now that I'm older and I'm doing everything kind of on my own, usually I'll ask Lisa Lockhart questions just about like entering and that kind of stuff, and you know, just advice on riding other people's horses, because she is just, you know, she's very calm and down to earth, and so it's really good to have that opinion. I call Jimmy Monroe. She's a past world champion. She was a Debbie Prairie president forever. I call her with almost all of my questions all the time. I always bug her. And then I didn't sure talk to Ashley a lot, Schaefer. Yeah. And then Billy Jack, my boyfriend, he's a hell of a hand. So he rides J-Lo for me when I'm having trouble or something like that, because she can dang sure get strong, and he's really good about getting them backed off. But awesome. Those are usually my go-tos.
Good. It's always good to have some people to talk to and help you.
Yeah.
And I always ask these next two questions, but what do you feel like has been your greatest accomplishment in barrel racing?
Oh, gosh. For me personally, it's just being able to ride multiple horses, just because I never wanted anyone, and you really shouldn't think about what people say, but in this industry it's hard not to, just because of social media and the different aspects of it, as far as futurity world, rodeo world, jackpot world. I never wanted to be that person that was just like, the only reason she made the finals was because Tippy was such a good horse that she just packed her to the finals. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So I made it a goal of mine to be able to ride multiple horses and to jump ride, and that's something that I'm personally really proud of. And then even making the NFR one time, it's just,
right.
I mean, those are huge accomplishments for me.
Oh yeah, definitely. And what do you still kind of hope to achieve in the sport?
A lot. One of my biggest goals from the first time I entered a rodeo is, and I told my dad, is like, man, I really just want to leave a mark. You know what I mean? Like I did something that was worth remembering. You know what I mean? And I've yet to accomplish something quite like that, and I don't know what it'll be. You never know what your future holds, just because rodeo is so up and down, and the rules are constantly changing, and qualifications are constantly changing, and the purses are changing. So I just, every day it's just like doing the best that I can and see what I can accomplish. And I think you can get really wrapped up in bigger picture goals. I like to do more short-term goals, just because if you don't achieve those big time goals, you can get kind of wrapped up into it, and that'll be like what you're thinking about when you're running, when really each time you run, it just needs to be a separate run and a separate rodeo from everything.
Right, that's good advice there. Well, that is all for Between the Barrels, but thank you so much for being on this show, and I hope you have tons of luck out there on the road and safe travels.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening to Between the Barrels. I'm Madeleine Green, and until next week, enjoy this week.